my loves, good morning. It's Natalia and it is the 28th of June and it's the start of a new week, and it's so exciting because we're entering another month. It's a new month coming up at the end of this week, and if your birthday is this week, then happy birthday to you, and happy birthday to all the Cancerians who are watching, because the sun is in your sign. It's a wonderful time for you. So we've got some readings with a difference this morning. I've got some new cards that I created, and they are actually part of my Angelic Abundance program. So Nicole created her own little deck of these, and she did a fabulous job. She shared a photo of them. You've been doing that this weekend, Nicole, so I was very impressed with those. And good morning to the gorgeous Marianne. How are you doing, my love? Good morning to the gorgeous Andrea. Hello, lovely. How are you? So I can see I've got 16 of you, and I'm just waiting for you to hop on and drop me a comment and say hello and let me know how your weekend was. Lisa Bailey is here with us. Hello, Lisa. How are you doing? And Lucy Blackster's here. Thank you for being here. Now, can you see we are 87% of the way towards our stars goal? What does this mean? Well, stars help to support me in doing the work that I do on here. And Barbara Phipps has just sent me 50 stars. Oh, she sent me 100. Thank you so much. You're so kind. And they are 1 cent. So every star you send me is the equivalent to 1 cent. And that is sent straight to me. And Lorraine Robinson's just sent me stars as well. Thank you so much. We're 89% of the way there. So when we get our stars goal, and you'll see the little stars icon at the bottom of the screen there. So you just tap that and see what you think. They're doing some special offers on the stars at the moment. So anyway, we've got a stars goal. And when we hit the stars goal, I'll be going live every day with lots of gorgeous goodness. So everybody gets to enjoy some extra videos and things. So anyway, whilst I'm here plugging things, I'm going to drop a link in the comments to my website so you can have a little peruse. If you're feeling guided to have a reading with me, if you're feeling like you need some inspiration, some angelic wisdom, I'm there for you. I've just opened some reading slots up today, so you won't get your reading today, but you'll get it very soon. So have a look through there. There's lots of different reading topics, whichever one takes your fancy. If you have any questions about getting a reading with me, then just pop a little message to me, the direct messenger, and I will have a chat with you. Now, this weekend, thank you so much for the stars, Andrea. You are so kind. Margarita Jeffries is here. Good morning. This weekend, I was having some healing, and it was what I can only describe as light body healing. Thank you for the stars, Lucy. And it's, you know, my word of the year. I always start the year off with a word that I choose. And this process of how to do this is actually in my life purpose workshop, which you'll find in the website as well. You can download the whole thing, and it's 10 days of helping you to think about your purpose. But you can do your word of the year any time of the year you want. You don't have to do it on the 1st of January. You can do it now if you want to. But basically, you choose a word that really resonates with you on a conscious and your consciousness, you know, what your soul came here to do in this particular period of time, in this year. And so my year that I chose was light. And it's so interesting how I've been connecting with all kinds of things that are connected with the word light. And so I did this light body healing. I finished my attunement this weekend. So Reiki works with the body, with the energy body and the energy centers. And it's a wonderful thing. And this is a different sort of healing modality that works with the consciousness, helping us to really connect with, what did we come here to do? Where is our ego getting in the way of that? And how we can free ourselves to really connect with our consciousness. So it was an amazing, amazing weekend, and I feel a bit trippy this morning, if I'm honest with you. I had a pounding headache, so I was just taking a couple of paracetamols. And you know, I watched a video of somebody the other day talking of all the different gurus that I follow. And she said, you know, it's going to be a good day when you open the tablet packet up and the information leaflet is at the other end, not at the end where you opened it. And I thought, that's a wonderful observation. And I opened my packet of paracetamol and sure enough, the instructions were at the other end. So it's going to be a good day. I can feel it already. So I'm now feeling like, now I've had my healing ascension attunement, very purposeful this morning and very just clearer on what I want to do with the things that I've started. Good morning, Janine, how are you doing? And Mary Whelan, how are you doing, my love? So it's a lovely space that I'm finding myself in, and it's even lovelier because you're in it with me. Good morning to Julie Johnson. It is beautiful to have healing. So I will be offering this healing now that I am official. So if you're interested in finding out about having some healing that enables you to rise above these things that are getting in the way of you being who you are, your authentic self, yourself on a conscious level, then the healing is actually available on my website to book now. You can combine it with spiritual coaching as well if you wish, or you can just book individual healing sessions, and they're all done remotely because the healing, I'm actually just moving the healing and helping you to receive it. I'm literally, I don't even know what to describe it as because it's not going through me, it's being delivered to you via me, if that makes sense. So I am going to do a live workshop. It's free. Where I'm going to talk about, is this light body healing for you? What is the right healing for you? So if you'd like to come along to that, I'm going to post that as an event. I'm going to do that this week. I haven't quite decided which day I'm going to do this free event. But if you'd love to come along, I'd love to have you there. So Janine is saying, you're a Reiki master, so understand how amazing it was. Yes. And, you know, Reiki is, because I did all the Reikis a long time ago. I never actually did anything with it. I did something for a little bit, but I just decided it was more about me tuning into that energy. It was interesting to do. But this light body healing feels so much more me. It feels so much more aligned with my purpose. So, no healing modality is better than another. What's best for you is what's right for you at the time. So Reiki is wonderful, crystal healing is wonderful, aromatherapy, all of these different healing modalities are wonderful. But this one is very wonderful to me at the moment for what I need. So good morning to Lucy Buxton. Good morning to Sonia Anders. And yeah, it's just so interesting how things find us when we need them. When the timing is right, isn't it? So let's get on to our reading this morning, and we've got some cards laid out in front of us. Now, you may be wondering, what are these cards? And they are actually some cards that I created for the Angelic Abundance Program. I will be, the doors are shut on that at the moment, but I will be running that again very soon. So if you're interested in being part of the Angelic Abundance Program, it's an online program, and you get all the video tutorials that you just go through at your own pace. But it's 44 days. So it's very, very immersive, and connecting with your angels and yourself and your highest purpose and your wisdom and all of those. So these are the little cards that I created for that, and I put some contact paper on the back of them and some beautiful golden feathers. So they're lovely, aren't they? So I created 7 of these, and so there is a message underneath these. I've also cut up some words from a magazine. So there are some words underneath here that constitute a message for you, depending on which one you choose. So number 1, number 2, and number 3. But first of all, we'll get on to the angel messages for the week. So let us start with... Oh, that's lovely. Julie's on the Angelic Abundance Program. She says, it's fantastic. You're loving it so far, and you can highly recommend it. Oh, that's brilliant. Thank you. I'm loving having you on the program. So we're going to have a card for the first half of the week and a card for the second half of the week. They're lovely, aren't they, Andrea? And we're going to have a card from my Oracle of Wisdom and Beauty. So if you haven't ordered my Oracle of Wisdom and Beauty, then you can get that card deck and the beautiful guidebook that accompanies it on my website as well, on my online shop. And that is our card for the week as a whole from that deck. And for those of you who are wondering what are these blue cards that I'm using, if you've never joined me before, then it is the Angel Tarot deck by Radley Valentine. So our first card represents the first half of the week, my loves, and this is the Ace of Water. Ooh, oh gosh, I'm really feeling this energy. I'm feeling like I'm plumbing to the depths of my soul at the moment. And so I hope that you're feeling this along with me. But this card speaks of love, L-O-V-E, but on a universal level. So you could be experiencing romantic love, you could be experiencing brotherly love, sisterly love. You could be moving home and experiencing a different kind of love for the place that you live. Because we are in Cancer season. This is the season of the sun being in the star sign of Cancer that represents home and family and our abode, where we live, where we belong. So you could be re-loving something. And it's also connecting with our spirituality, because this is the whole kind of theme of emotions and spiritual connections and love that transcends earthly love, you know, the love that we feel for the world and others across the cosmos and those loved ones in heaven and people who we've yet to meet. It's that feeling very loved up about life, because that cup represents the thing that we came here to discover about ourselves. And you're loving angels here in this group, in this page. And angels work with us through the heart chakra, the heart space, the energy center right in the center of our chest, which is all about us unconditionally loving ourselves, learning to forgive ourselves and others, learning to heal from the generational things that we bring in to this lifetime, and also the things that we bring in from past lives, and added onto that, layered onto that as if that wasn't enough, all the things that we came to learn in this lifetime too. So we've got a lot of things to unpack. Sometimes it can feel very heavy, and sometimes it can feel very unwanted, and we can feel very unloved or as though we don't love what we're experiencing. But this first half of the week, we can be having one of those delicious experiences of, this is actually what I came here to know, to feel, to do. You know, that moment where you feel like you're really connected with everything that you are and everything that you hope for. And unfortunately, it's always fleeting. So make the most of it, my loves. Whatever love is coming your way, or whatever feelings of like upliftment and as though I've got one of the cups that I was reaching for, then just really just sit with that feeling of, oh, this delicious. And speaking of love, we've got Fiona White in the house. Hello, Fiona. How are you doing? I hope you're well. Okay, so the second message relates to the second half of the week, so sort of Thursday onwards, going into the weekend. And we have the life experience card. So if I were to tell a story about these two cards this morning, this has given us a glimpse of what we love and those yummy feelings. Oh, this is divine. And it can rock your world. It can make you rethink best laid plans. Because this card is all about, actually, do I want what I wanted, what I said I wanted? Because this has been a game changer here at the beginning of the week. I've discovered something and I want more of it. And so in wanting more, I have to say no to something else. And that's okay, because it's done from a place of pure love and emotional fulfillment and bliss. So we have Archangel Chamuel, who's helping us to embrace change. So as we get further on into the week, this love can transmute itself into changes. So this can be the universe saying to you, hang on a second, if you want more of this, I'm going to have to do some shape-shifting in your life. Please accept this. Please bear with us because we know what we're doing. This could be you actively making changes because you've discovered something that you love. You dive down to get back up, and when you rise back to the surface, you can no longer do those things that you were doing before. And while we're in that bubble of, oh, this is gorgeous, reality then comes in and we have to say, oh, this is the tough bit where I have to make changes to make this lasting. Hello, beautiful Astrid Twig, how are you doing? So it's a very, very powerful week. I know I say this all the time, but just is. You know, what I'm seeing in front of me is initiation. And then we have the number 7, because when we add 1 and 6 together, we get 7. And 7 is magic, 7 is purpose, 7 is what you came here to do. It's your angels saying to you, go on then. We've shown you a glimpse of it. You said you wanted it. Now there have to be changes that ripple through. And they don't just ripple through in your life. They have a knock-on effect on the people that you're going to meet in the future, the people you know already. The changes that you're going to make this week can reflect and impact on people's lives who you've never met yet. Can you wrap your head around that? Wow, I'm having a moment this morning, I really am. So this is a hugely powerful week, and Anja has just joined us. Hello, Anja. I would recommend you go back and watch the replay and to learn about what's coming on this week, Anja, because it's amazing. I hope you're ready, because this is going to be divine. And know that any changes that you're going to initiate or that are going to be initiated by your angels in the universe, you're being taken care of by Archangel Chamuel. He's guarding the sacral chakra, which is all about, you know, I can do this. I'm going to let go of fear. Fear is it's just an illusion that our ego creates in order to keep us safe. And do we want to live a life that's safe, or do we want to live a life like that where we're going, oh, this is gorgeous, I'm loving this. So you have to do a bit of this, where you walk away from there and you walk through this path that's completely wild and untended, because you were meant to cut a path through there, which is a really beautiful thing and a big responsibility as well. So you're ready? Get ready. So we have our card from my Oracle of Wisdom and Beauty here, which is the message for the collective for the week, and it is, he followed his dream. Conquer those fears. You're going on a healing journey. Well, we just summed up those 2 cards in one card, didn't we? And we've got the green of the we'll start again. We've got the green of the heart chakra. We've got a lot of triangles on this card as well, and that represents if you think about a pyramid shape, I want to show you a pyramid. I can't find one. Normally I've got one kicking around on my desk somewhere, but let's just turn it like that and I'll show you this whole concept of, we've got the foundation, and then we have the sides that enable us to go up to this peak. But we can't get up to the peak unless we've got something very strong holding this thing together. And I think that this week you're going to start to uncover what it is that you're trying to ascend towards, and what foundations you want to put in place there as well. And then start traveling upwards, start going up that mountain. And the bear's bottom, because we're going to see the back of you because you're going upwards. I always laugh at this card because it was created using a paint blob. And if you've ever done that, you just kind of do a random blob on the paper. If you do my how to create your own oracle card deck workshop, then I show you how to do this. You basically just do like that with some paint on a big brush. You let it dry, and then you kind of look at it and go, what is this shape? And this one turned out to be a bear going uphill. And it became this card. So that's the story behind it. That's why there is a bear with his bottom, showing his bottom to us. But it's because we want to see the back end of you, because you're going upwards. You're not hanging around on the nursery slopes anymore, because you found your passion and you were brave enough to make the changes, because the bear represents the bravery within you. And you know the grey of the bear, I was just about to leave this alone, and then I got this kind of other incoming message. Represents the black and white, the dark and light, and that's you accepting all of yourself within that, because we're always trying to think of ourselves in the shiny sort of purest sense, and that's the thing that we're always trying to present to the world, isn't it? Oh, I'm just so good and I'm perfect. And in the dead of night, you connect with your dark side. There's things that you don't like about yourself, and that some people don't like about you as well. And you don't like that side of yourself, and you're ashamed of it sometimes, and you're trying to push it away, and your shadow is going to always be there. We can never run away from our shadow. And that represents that merging of the light and the shade into this grey. That's you accepting all of yourself. Oh my goodness. How amazing is that? I'm loving the messages this week. And thank you for the stars, Amanda. Kavaka, it now means we are 97% of the way to our stars goal. Can we make it to 100% while I'm live? Can we do it? I hope so. If you're watching the replay, you can still send stars. Just saying. Okay, my loves. So we've got these 3 cards, and these are from this little deck that I made. If you're doing my Angelic Abundance program, you'll know all about these. And choose 1, 2, or 3. And this is a message from your angels, from your guardian angel, about what they are working with you upon at the moment, okay? And then underneath each card, there is a little clipping from a magazine with a message for you as well. So let us begin with number 1, shall we? Let's move along here. Bring my card. I haven't got the Gemma Crow cards done today. I don't know why I haven't got it. Oops, you saw me then. I'm not showing my face today. And I keep saying, I'll show myself on camera. But I had a very late, got back home late, very, very tired after all my stuff this weekend. So I thought, no, I can't face putting makeup on today and doing my hair. So you have my hands and a bit of me in the reflection. So your message is inspiration and joy. So this is the message from your angels. I'm bringing inspiration into your life and sudden answers to problems to relieve your worries. Your role is to be open to solutions, to live joyfully in this very moment without fear and anxiety about the future. Laugh, have fun, and be joyful. Isn't that lovely? So that's kind of reminding me of the bear. It's just like he's just getting on with it. He's just going for it, because you deserve to live a life that is filled with all the things that you want in terms of what fills your heart up with joy. Not just empty stuff that you want, Like I want a new pair of shoes, but I want them in every colour, because that kind of, it's lovely, but it just fills us up for about 5 minutes, and then we're moving on to the next stuff that we want to do to fill a hole in us. So your little clipping is, I'm a money magnet. Ooh. Isn't that good? So if you've been worried about money, your angels are saying to you, don't. Because you're blocking inspiration and joy when you do that. And actually, inspiration and joy sits in the sacral chakra, which we've got Archangel Chamuel working with us this week on that. So we know we're being taken care of. Good morning, Chrissy Bonacorsi and Anne McGarry. And so the inspiration, the joyfulness, the sudden answers and relief for your worries come through the sacral chakra. And also it feels like an influx of financial benefits are coming too. So if you've been worried about money, then don't block it by worrying about it. Just be joyful and money will flow. So that is your message if you chose number 1. You're all right. Everything's all right. And number 2, Your beautiful message today from your guardian angel is love and healing. I am bringing you the opportunity for you to unconditionally love yourself and to heal the areas of your mind, body, and spirit that need this most. Your role is to allow yourself to open your heart chakra through meditation, nurturing yourself with kind gestures, and through accepting help and kindness from others. So can you feel the love? There we have the love from the Ace of Water. Love all around you. Do what you love. Follow your heart this week. And your guardian angel is working with you on healing and unconditional love. So your little message from the magazine clipping is... It's a long one, this one. I had to fold it over. My talent becomes a gift when I share it with the world. My talent becomes a gift when I share it with the world. So maybe what you're healing from is those things where, you're down on yourself and you just think, I'm not talented, I'm not good enough, I compare myself to others. And I'm fooling myself if I think that I'm good enough to do X, Y, Z. But you're very talented. In fact, that was my card of the day today. You are gifted. Oh, the synchronicity, right? My talent becomes a gift when I share it with the world. So, when you sit there going, I'm not good enough, then you withhold your talents from the world and your gifts accordingly. And you just don't know how much your talents are going to help other people. And when you suppress yourself and you tell yourself you're not enough, then you are almost deflecting the gifts that you've been given, aren't you? And it's kind of an indirect form of ingratitude. And I've never thought of it like that. And I do it myself. So I'm not telling anyone off because I'm there with you. But your talent only becomes a gift when you share it with the world. When you keep it for yourself, or you tell yourself you're not enough and you let your ego take over your life, which is not there to do, by the way, then the world does not benefit, and neither do you. So that is your message today. Love and healing. Healing any of those things that are stopping you from being all that you can be. And your final message, if you chose number 3, this is the message from your guardian angel, power and protection. I'm bringing you protection and assisting you whenever you feel the presence of negative forces. Your role is to enable me to help you muster the power to say no and to leave negative people and situations behind you. So that's true power, isn't it? One of the biggest things that we learned this weekend in this light body healing was to say yes to our yes and no to our no. And you might be going, huh? But your purpose is actually whatever it is that you're meant to say yes to. And it's a very complex thing. It's not one single job or one single situation. It's a whole kind of layer cake of different things. And you might think, well, I always say yes to the things that I love. But do you? Do you always say yes to the things that you think you should do, rather than what you really want on a conscious level, what your consciousness is telling you, what you, on a spiritual level, you're being guided towards? And it is hard. It's hard to do, isn't it? And your message from the clippings, you've got this beautiful angel wing that's all pink and blue and purple. Isn't that lovely? Perfect timing. So power and protection is coming in perfect timing, because you're being assisted to actually see and recognize whatever negative forces are at play, and to say no. Say no to them, because they're holding you back from your yes. And so yes is a very, very powerful word, and no is a very powerful word, and both of those are a complete sentence. We don't have to explain ourselves. And we certainly will get the assistance and support from all of the light beings and the angels and the guides that are helping us. In fact, every time you say yes to your yes, they're cheerleading. They're jumping up and down for joy because they're going, yes, in perfect timing. And this is the perfect time this week to say no or yes to whatever feels right in your heart and your soul. And sometimes, see, my throat is getting all gravelly. We get like my authentic self's coming through and I don't like it because other people might not like it. But that's not about them, it's about you and what makes you feel like you are connecting with your purpose. So that's important. Whatever's important to you is important, isn't it? So those are our very, very powerful messages this morning. I hope you've enjoyed them, and thank you for joining me today. And thank you for helping me to nearly get there to raise our star goal. We're 3% short, but I'm hoping that the replay will push it over the line and we'll be able to go live every day to do some beautiful messages and teachings and lovely stuff. And also I'm going to post my live event about, is this light body healing the right healing for me? So you can find out all about it and understand what it is that I've been learning this weekend. That is my purpose that I said yes to, so that I can share my gifts with the world. So thank you so much, my loves. Lots and lots of angel blessings to you. Thank you for the stars, Lucy Blackster. Thank you for the stars, Karen Williams. Hello to you, darling. We're 99% of the way there. We're nearly there. Lena, hello. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoyed the messages. Thank you, Julie. Take care, everyone. Lots of love and angel blessings.